Well, hey everybody, Pat Mesiti here, and what an evening I've got for you tonight. I really know that the Global Financial Rescue formula is going to absolutely change your financial future. Last night I shared what I believe a very pertinent message for you guys to really help you guys grow and increase in business. And tonight I've decided. Well, I've decided. Let me put it this way. When I launched this program, there were a few mentors and a few people that I really wanted to get on board, and some of them are not easy to get onto at the moment because really many of them are so been so overwhelmed due to this pandemic and that's been going on, and they have sorry guys, that's my phone, my Facebook just came on. But they've been so overwhelmed because of the amount of work that's come to them. And, successful people are always going to be busy. And I often say to people, if you want something done, find a busy person. Don't find someone who's just got plenty of time and nothing to do. You can't build them. There's a reason why they've got nothing to do, generally because they've also got nothing to say. And because they've really not grown or increased or add any value to themselves. And there is some. I want to give you a little bit of a bit of teaching. Then I'm going to introduce my very special guest, who I know is going to absolutely blow you away. And I'm going to throw something at him tonight that's a little off center, and I'm hoping that he'll buy in. He's out there quarantined at the moment. We haven't got him on, but what kind of people do you want in your life? This afternoon on my Facebook Live, I shared on the most dangerous people in your life. And one of the things I say is that when bad people leave your life, bad things stop happening. When the wrong people leave in your life, wrong things start happening. What is more scarier than listening to a wrong voice? Well, being suspicious of a good one. That's worse. And it's important that we get the right kind of people into our world. I often look for people that, number one, have a backdrop of experience. Why? Their experience is going to make my life easier. And I don't want to go reinventing the wheel. Number two, I'm looking for people that are ahead of what is the latest. The latest, that's great, but you've got to get ahead. You've got to be the kind of people that think with those that are the futurists. And that doesn't happen just because you're a young whiz kid. Quite frankly, I get a little annoyed at some of these young whiz kids that are all experts and experienced in 6 months. Give me a break. I'm looking for someone who's been around for 10, 15, 20 years. The other thing I look for is someone that actually has done it more than once. Anyone can hit it out of the park once. I mean, come on, anyone. But when you do it over and over and over and over and over again in different markets, different languages. My guest tonight has worked in different cultures, different languages, massively in Japan, massively in a lot of the Asian and European countries where they don't even speak English. And to do what he's done, even through an interpreter, is unheard of. Not only that, he's my go-to guy whenever I have a challenge, especially on one I don't get. And matter of fact, the platform we're using tonight, he brought this to me because I was doing it wrong. And before he came into my world and my team's world, we're doing it wrong. There's some great men out there that I really, really admire. Obviously, my business partner, Stephen Esser, and the marketing studios and the Brett McFalls and great marketers like Andrew Reynolds. But this guy really is a cut above. Now, he's out of the box. He's out of the box. A genius is, you can't box a genius. And you can't box people that really have an experience. And some of them are very opinionated. And, I generally draw people around me that are very opinionated people with strong personalities. And when I launched the Global Financial Rescue Formula, I went to Steve and we both said, who would be the first person we want to interview? Well, it came out of our mouths. And I know he's busy. He's been on 3 or 4 webinars already today. He's been up since 3 a.m. this morning, working till 3 a.m. this morning, helping people build online businesses. Over the years, over and over and over again, has been voted the most effective, the #1 speaker, whether it be in the World Internet Summit or many, many of the online summits, global summits. Over and over again, he gets voted as the best coach, best mentor, best program, best product, I couldn't tell you the accolades. I mean, he's gone over, I think it was in Dubai, working there with Google even. I mean, that's unbelievable. And just a genius. And with that in mind tonight, we're going to have like a 20-minute interview. And then I'm going to put a challenge out. Now, guys, if you haven't registered for our special VIP guest spots, you need to go to www.mesiti.com/formula. And when you go to www.mesiti.com/formula, you'll register for our exclusive special guests, which we're going to be doing something on a regular basis. Many of you would have got an email today. Put that in your Google Calendar, whatever you got, and let it prompt you. Do not rely on memory. Memory is overrated. Now, my VIP guest tonight, I've been able to coerce him. He's been busy all day, all morning, webinars and creating wealth for people. My great friend and my go-to guy. And he tells me what I'm doing wrong, tells me what I'm doing right. I don't want to reinvent the wheel. I want to stand on the shoulders of giants. My good friend, Mr. Internet, the go-to guy that all the gurus go to, although they won't tell you that. The man who knows more in his little finger than most people know in their entire body. The man that I've kind of coerced to be here tonight and is going to really rock your world, my great friend David Kavanagh. Great to have you on the show, David.
Hey, Pat, it's lovely being on the show with you tonight. And you know what? Everything you said about me is true. Thank you.
David, look, we've known each other, 10, 15 years now. And I've watched the whole online world change. And you've stood the test of time. What makes you what makes you different from the rest? And why should we listen to you?
Well, that's a good thing. Good question, Pat. Like, I was born in Bankstown Hospital, not far, and then I lived at Punchbowl and that. And I didn't come from a family with a silver spoon in my mouth or anything. My mum and dad didn't have any money, and I had to remember things like 2 all-beef patties, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on a sesame seed bun just to walk to McDonald's to get free hamburgers. You know what I mean? So most people should listen to me because I've got results, but not just for me. Like, as you said, I've helped you, I've helped Stephen, I've helped Brett McFall, and don't get me wrong, they've helped me too. But the thing is, when you're online, the only thing that's kept us all sane at the moment is the internet. I've been tuned into your 30-day and 30K thing, and I thought, oh my God, what an incredible project. If the internet wasn't there, we'd all be pulling our hair out. You know, and so the thing is, I think to myself, at the moment, you should listen to me because I suck at most things. But when it comes to internet, I know it backwards because, as you said to me when I was in quarantine out the back, I actually sleep with the computer, you know. Nisrat, my beautiful wife, sorry if you're listening, honey, but I've got a laptop next to me just in case people. And you know what? You're right, Pat. I haven't had time to think in the last week because I'm inundated with students. Oh my God, David, I heard you at Pat's event in Australia. I should have listened to you. Please help me. Because now they're out the back thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? Because they know they need an online business. This package you're putting together, the financial rescue, is what they need.
Yeah. Dave, I've watched you transition into so many different areas and been successful at it. I mean, you go and teach in Japan. I find that amazing that you go to Japan where they got to translate you. I mean, you talk faster than I do, and probably our background, our Bankstown background. Why is it that what you're doing transcends culture, transcends economics? I mean, from the UK to America to Australia to Asia to Malaysia, Singapore. Sure. I mean, New Zealand, everywhere. Why are your programs working where a lot of them really don't work in other countries? Why is it that makes yours unique?
Okay, we're on a G-rated call, so I'll keep it G-rated. Here's the thing. Most people open their emails and they go and buy all this stuff, and then they're getting stuff all. They've got nothing. And my programs work because I think, what is a problem a person's got? What is the solution we need to provide to solve that problem? And what price can they afford easily without taking bread and butter off their table that can effectively help them? I've got people at the moment saying, oh, but I went on this course and I know the courses and they're taught incorrectly because half of these idiots, so-called gurus, they're here one day, gone tomorrow, and they sell all this stuff, but they're selling stuff that either, one, you need to be a rocket scientist to understand what the heck they're going on about. Two, it doesn't work because they don't know what the program is, but it sounds good because they've got a good copywriter. So to me, I go into a business owner, no matter where I am in the world, and I say, how's business? And they go, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. And I say, okay, if I can solve those 3 points today, can we talk, have a coffee, and I help you? And they say yes. You don't need a translator to get common sense into someone's head and money in their pocket.
So, Dave, over the years, how many people have you trained and how many businesses have you built?
I've built probably about 40 businesses. Sorry?
How many businesses have you personally built? How many businesses would you have built for others? And so let's just those two. How many businesses?
I've done probably about 40 something online business for myself, like little launches and email programs, YouTube programs, mobile business. I've done about 40 different things. And I don't know, there's thousands of people I've helped with their own programs. But the truth of the matter is, this is really truthful. You're not going to hear it from most gurus. Most people fail on every course because they never do anything. They don't implement. So here's the go. I would say out of my VIP students, my platinum, they all succeed because they're the people who actually take massive action and do what they're told. And I don't mean that in a condescending way, but people who just buy stuff, jump on, do one module out of 10, then they say, oh, Mesiti and Kavanagh don't work. It's not the program that doesn't work. It's the people that need to implement it step by step. And here's a tip. Yeah. If you ever buy a program, anyone on this course, ever buy a program ever again, implement it before you even look at the next one, because otherwise you don't know what's working. You don't know what's not working because you haven't even implemented 100% of one.
So, Dave, online right now, can you give us, if I'm just starting, I've got no service, I've got no product, I've got basically very little clue. What's a couple of ways, 2-3 ways that people can make money online without their own services and so people say, well, I don't have a product. It's easy for you, Dave. It's easy for you, Pat. I don't have a product. I don't have a service. I'm not a business guy. I'm just a mum and dad here at home now. I've lost my job. I've been made redundant. We bowed to the World Health Organization and Bill Gates. Leave that one alone. And now we're stuffed. What's 3 things or 3, three ways I can make money?
Okay. First thing, sit down and realize at the moment you're probably not an internet marketer. So my first tip, and that's a brilliant question, Pat. First tip to you was promote affiliate products. Now, you're probably thinking on the call today, what's an affiliate product? So, okay, say David Kavanagh puts out a dietary solution, which I need. Okay, and don't laugh, Pat. It's not funny. I need to get rid of some of these excess quarantine baggage. Okay. So say, for example, someone puts out a weight loss program, a detox. Now, we know that is a solution to someone's problem. So what happens if I can show you where to find that product, where to find the people who want to buy that product, and you're the middleman, and you get up to 75% commission just for sending the person there to buy. Now, you didn't have to design the product. Sorry?
I just want to jump in. If that resonates with any of you, give me a yes in the chat room because they're awfully quiet back there. That's a brilliant concept, Dave. So come on, let me see if you would like to learn about affiliate marketing, just give us a yes. Come on, Dave, keep going. This is great.
Yeah, just put number 1 or just put shut up, Dave, or something like that in the chat box.
No, put yes in there. I'll control it.
Yeah, that's it. Okay, so the second thing is, there's a lot. I can see Colson and Montana and Mandy Walker. How are you?
Don't worry about me, Dave.
I'm just saying that because I'm a lovely person. Listen, next thing. The next thing is promoting other people's services, because you might have a product like a solution that might be a PDF or say, for example, what do you call them? Video course that you've done with a tripod and all that kind of stuff. But here's the thing. You might actually know someone who's got their own massage service, or they might have a car washing service, or they might have a window cleaning. And they'll say to you, listen, if you can promote me online and get me number 1 in, say, Google, YouTube, stuff like that, I'll give you a percentage of every single person that sends me $1. Now, that's another one. And if you want another really good tip, folks, and if that's all right with you, Pat, I don't want to share too much. I don't want them to make too much money. Like
I said three. I said three.
Oh,
so
three. All right, three.
So give us two so far.
I'll just talk. Nisrat, can I give? Yeah, Nisrat, so I can give him one more. All right. Okay, here's the thing. There's a thing online, if you want to look up in Google, it's called P for Peter, L for Larry, R for Robert, PLR. It means private label rights. Now imagine this. Pat Mesiti writes a Word document, and it's a really nice 50-page Word document that's now turned into an ebook. Okay, Pat goes out there and says, listen, for the first 10 people that pay $5,000, I will give you 100% ownership right of this book, for example. Now, here's the thing. I can show you where to get thousands of those already written books. Not as good as Pat Mesiti material, of course, but I'm just saying normal stuff, how to be a nanny, how to be a carpenter, this and that. And there's stuff that people want. Now, here's the thing. You can break that down and use it on a podcast. You can break it down, use it in emails. You could break it down, put on your Facebook page. You could break it down and put it into list building. You need to build a list to get people the trust, rapport, and credibility. And so I can show you, I'll tell you now, Pat, I could sit here with you for hours to help people because I'm so pumped up and inspired. So when you get off this call, just look up PLR so you just get an idea of what they are. It's private label rights where you own it. You can whack your picture on the top. You can put your name on the bottom and you can sell it and keep 100% cash no matter where you live in the world.
Now, one of the things I'd say to everyone listening to this, Dave, is I think it's important when they do that to do that with a mentor and a coach.
Oh, sure.
Sometimes they could, I'd rather people work with someone who've got an experience. So Dave, if you had to start all over again, no list, no product, just a laptop and connection to the internet.
Okay. That's a good question as well. You're all right at these questions, I tell you. Here's the thing. What I'd say to you there, okay, I've only got my laptop. I've got an internet connection. I hope it's not a dodgy one like I had in the Gold Coast when I was there. But if I've got a laptop, I've got a brain, and I've got, say, an internet connection, I'd log onto Facebook and I'd see what people's problems are for a start. Then I'd think, okay, what am I passionate about? What problems can I solve? And then I would start joining some groups. I'd start talking to people. I'd start finding out if there was a way for me to teach you things that you'd like to learn, and I would start building a list. So the first thing is you need to build a list. But a lot of so-called gurus tell you money's in the list. No, it's not. Money is in a targeted, responsive list that wants to deal with you. So what we need to do, Pat, is build a highly responsive list that believes in you and I like you've got. A list of people who could walk over hot coals if you told them to do it because you do it with them. Tony Robbins does it. They walk over firewalks because of the fact he knows it's going to work. Then here's what I do. I wouldn't try to sell them. Don't pitch them. I would try to nurture that list. I'd find their problems. I'd find their challenges. I'd find out their solution. Then I would make something to solve their problems at a price they could afford and then you know what I do for the next step? It's hard to get more people. So I'd say to them, if you send people back to me, I'll give you 50% of what anyone buys. So now I've got 100 people going telling thousands of people, and now I've built myself a little affiliate army. I can show you how to do this stuff. It's not hard, but it's just getting your head around it.
So Dave, what have you found that's simple and easy to do? It makes your money online like straight away.
Well, the main thing, not straight away. Because the main thing that I'm teaching
a month, 2 months.
Yeah, the main thing I'm teaching first of all, get your own domain name. Costs $8.99. It takes like 10 seconds to do. Then get web hosting, which means we can make a website. Takes you 10 minutes. And if you follow, and I'm happy to share anything. But the next thing, here's what I'd say to you. The next thing that I'm teaching my students do at the moment is talk to local business owners, tell them, look, you're in Corona pandemic here at the moment. You're in trouble. You need leads. You need people to find you. You need to be number one in YouTube. You need to be number one in Google. I can get, no word of a lie, and you've seen this before, I can get people for the best carpenter in, say, Surfers Paradise, best plumber in, Coolangatta, or the best, massage therapist in London or whatever. I can get in the top 2 or 3 of all of the phrases within about 12 minutes. And I'm showing my students how to do that. And every single month they're getting paid. And here's the kicker. Guess what, Pat? Say what?
What?
Okay. Thanks for asking.
Because I want to throw out a challenge to you.
Oh, hold on. Here we go. Okay. Go on, Mr. Mesiti. What's the go?
I need to know, and I want to see this in the chat. How many of you reckon if I could get Dave on, and I'll move my Monday scheduled guest. Are you free Monday? What do you do Monday?
Let me check.
Now, I need you at 9 a.m. in the morning, which is about
6 o'clock my time.
Now, how many of you would like David to do that right in front of you?
That's 6 o'clock in the morning.
Let me get. How many of you out there, come on, in the chat rooms, I know there's several hundred of you. How many of you out there want to put David, let me put him to the test on Monday? How many of you want me to put him to the test? Type in test right now in that chat room. I need everyone. I'm going to put you. Would you be able to put us there on Friday? Friday, on Monday morning, 9 a.m. Aussie time, 7 p.m. Put the word test in. Let me see. I want to put him to the test to do it right in front of you guys on Monday. Would you pick someone, a random? We picked a random the other day.
All right, listen.
We picked a random the other day. David, you pick a random from here.
All right. Okay. Here's the go. You put me up to I never back down from a banks down challenge. Now, let's go. Let's bring this on. Yassle. Now, okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen on the call. Ladies and gentlemen listening tonight on YouTube, Facebook, thank you for coming along. Listen, forget Mr. Mesiti for 1 second. Tell me your business in the chat box, whether in YouTube, Facebook, Pinterest, Periscope, Twitch, wherever you are. Stick your business. Tell me what you want to be. Best carpenter in Bankstown or best restaurant owner in bloody DY or whatever. Write it down. I'll have a look and I'll get my wife Nisrat to pick 1 or 2 and I'll do one on the 9 o'clock call. Is it, Pat? 9 o'clock, yeah?
Yeah, 9 a.m., yeah. And 1 to 7 p.m.
Someone says best coach, but best coach where? And what kind of?
Okay, all right. Yeah.
So Sandy just said best coach. Well, Sandy, just to show you something, we need best personal development coach London or something. So give me something. Richard said best franchising consultant, but what area?
Okay. Tell them what you need from them. Tell them what you need.
What I need, because I'll explain. Pat's Italian, as you know, and I think I must be related because I go like this all the time as well. I don't know. Now, but just think, what I need is something like Alan Edwards just wrote. Project management business, but where? London, Australia, Brisbane, where? Because think of it. If you went to look at an Italian restaurant on Google, say for, I don't know, Manly in Sydney, you wouldn't put Italian restaurant. You'd put Italian restaurant Manly or something like that. Great. Now, So what I want is to be specific, and I'll get one of you on the 9 o'clock call, 6 o'clock my time. Oh my gosh. And I'll get one at the 7 o'clock call. At least that's actually my time when I'm awake. And I'll do one on each. We've got a lot coming in.
No, mate, they've all got to come in. Everyone's in with a shot on this one. Everyone's in with a shot. Even when we go to replay. But, okay, you may want to be best. Thanks, Jared. Best R&B host in Sydney. Great. That's a great one. Best boxing coach London. Okay, is that good?
I'm not going to argue with that guy.
Best-selling author on the internet. Well, okay, that's Alan. He's one of my future.
I can't do that one because I'm going to beat Mr. Mesiti if I do that. I can't do that.
Okay, UK's best franchise. Come on, where's the rest of you? Let's see some. Come on, there's got to be hundreds out there. David will choose one. Now, do you need the email, David? What do you need?
I'll just look through. Well, yeah. Okay, how about I just pick one now? I'll just pick one.
No, don't do that. Let him come in, Dave. Don't pick it now.
Okay, all right. Listen, I'll wait till the end of the call. You send them all to me, and whatever comes in, I'll put them into a little hat, and I'll just pick one out, and that's the one I'll do. Make it easier.
All right, that means everyone's got to be on the call. If they're not on the call,
everyone's going to be on the call Monday because I'm not going to disclose it. That makes it fair.
Yeah, absolutely. We can't disclose it. So it's top secret. Okay, all right, and so we need there they go. Best family ski lodge, Hakuba, Japan. That's all. So guys, you need to do it. And David, so do you need their email address or not?
Yeah, what I need basically is one, if that person has got a website, just give me the URL, the www dot whatever it is, and the phrase, the term that you want. If people were to target that, you'd come up number 1, 2, 3, whatever.
All right.
And so just send me your details, and yeah, by all means, best health, well-being. Yeah,
All right.
okay. Best
So Dave, just run it by me again. Everyone in the chat room, we need your current URL. And if you don't have one, that's what happens if they haven't got a URL, Dave?
Well, if they haven't got a URL, you know what? The person we pick, since we picked, I'll help them organise one. They just pay the $8.99. I'll help them just to get them started. All right, Pat?
All right. Okay. So every one of you now, guys, you need, by the way, you need to be registering for this Monday event because it's going to be absolutely chaotic. Now that I've thrown www.mesiti.com/formula, Dave scratching his head. Have I got you worried, David?
No, I always wait because you say www.mesiti,
www.mesiti.com/formula. You got to get in there now, Dave.
Yes,
how do you feel? I got Jonathan. I hope you're listening to this. We've got to move our Monday speaker to slot David in. And but this is exciting. What an opportunity. Like last month, we picked Ellsworth Hughes, and it was a 30K challenge, $128,000 later from a standing start. Now, what you're doing in this global financial rescue formula, you're going to show someone how to own a territory. And what about, Dave, this YouTube thing, getting them number 1 on YouTube? What is that? Tell me about that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. What I'll do, here's what I'll do. You've challenged me, so I never step back from a challenge, not from a Bankstown gentleman. So here's what I'll do. I will look at the phrase, then I will make on the call on Monday, the 2 calls. I'll get the phrase, then I will make up a graphic, which is a thumbnail. So when you go to YouTube, you see that pretty little picture. Then I'll actually make a video live on the call, right, without the person's head. Then I'll actually get it in the top 1 or 2 and try to get it number 1 in Google within about 15 minutes live on the call in front of everyone. And then you owe me 2 pizzas, the best Italian ones, when I come back after lockdown to the Gold Coast. And you owe me a seat at Dracula's because I want to go back and see, Dracula's.
I'll take you to the best Italian restaurant on the Gold Coast. My house. Okay, now, guys, you need to sign up now because this is going on replay, and on the weekend it's going to go ballistic. Now, David charges thousands of dollars to do this, and so Monday morning, 7 a.m., your time, David. Actually, no, 6. Monday morning, 9 a.m. Sydney time, whatever time it is in the UK. I'd be up all night, UK students, and then we've got 7 p.m. Sydney time. So Monday morning, Monday night, we're going to send you out the notifications. And David,
yes, sir.
How will this help businesses? I mean, number 1 on YouTube is ridiculous. I mean, that's just crazy. And owning a territory is crazy.
Okay, here's the thing. At the moment, when we're in lockdown, which I reckon is crazy anyway, but I won't even go into that. Here's the thing. At the moment, people are thinking, oh, my gosh, I want a pizza. So they put pizza shops in Helensvale, or they'll go and order Grab, or the car breaks down. They think, well, I'm allowed to drive down the road. I need, mechanic, come to home, Southampton, or whatever. Now, you imagine if someone typed that in and they found you on number 1. Now, I can't guarantee you're going to make millions of dollars. No one can. I'd be a liar. But here's the thing. You've got that billboard sitting on YouTube and Google, and which are the 2, apart from Facebook, they're the 2 biggest bloody websites online. So you've got this billboard sitting there 24/7 saying, if you want this service, I'm number 1, pick up the phone, give me a buzz. So what I would like to work with these people to even come back a month later and say, well, look, here's where they were, here's what we did, and look at the results and the phone calls we've had.
Wow. All this on Monday morning and Monday night. I'm telling you.
And here's me thinking I was just going to have a friendly chat with my mate, Pat Mesiti.
What I've got to do now is move my other guests, so we'll massage around. Dave, look, before we go, we're making this short and sweet tonight. Give me a couple of other tips. Well, what else can you teach us on Monday? What else can you teach? Man, this is one of the best interviews I think I've ever done in 20 years of interviewing.
Mate, you must have started when you were 3.
Huh?
You must have started when you were 3.
I did,
23,
yeah.
aren't you?
Dave,
Yeah.
what else can you teach us on Monday? Come on, if
Okay.
we can help people go online, what can we teach them? We've heard
Okay,
about
here's the thing.
what can you teach us Monday to really get us cranking and
All
go
right.
another?
First of all, I'll talk to you about how to actually start making some money online. I'll show you some different places you can go to sign up free of charge, no strings attached, no affiliate links, that you can start promoting on Facebook and all that you can start making yourself 20 quid a year, $100 here, whatever. I'll show you that. I'll also show you how to do some little graphics for your thumbnails from YouTube. But then if other businesses want them, I'll show you on the call how to do them within about 2 minutes. You can sell them. I'll show you my exact formula, how to get number one. I've got a program as well. And if you want to buy it, hey, I'll offer you that as well. But I look from the point of view, I'll show you step by step, move by move, exactly, because there's so many mums and dads at the moment sitting there not knowing their next step. They're telling me, David, the financial things hit me like a ton of bricks. I heard you in London back in 1888 on stage at Earl's Court, David, and the bottom, I think that's how old I am. And the thing is, I didn't take you up on your offer because I thought online was a crock of rubbish. And now they're ringing me back. Can you teach me? Can you show me? And I'll tell you what I'll also do for you, Pat. Anyone who puts in one of these best carpet maker in Warwick, UK, or whatever they're putting in now, that stuff, if we need extra time, I'm happy for you and I another day to get on another call with them and go step by step by step. I want these people to make money because they're actually depending on you and I to help them to get the next level because they're suffering.
Correct.
So I'll take the time. I'll get up at 4 o'clock in the morning if I have to, and I'm really serious just to help your people because I know how heart-centered you are as a person.
Thanks, Dave. Thanks.
No, I really mean that. I love you.
Yeah. Thanks, Dave. You've been a loyal friend for many, many years. And as I said, when we launched the Global Financial Rescue formula, Steve and I were sitting there and we all went, Kavanagh. We've got to get Kavanagh. And I'm
Pat,
we've got to line up.
Did you see what Melissa wrote? Oh, my God, you are erratic. Hear what Melissa's talking about you, Pat?
I'm erratic?
No, she's talking about me, I think.
That's why I let them think what they want. So, guys, Monday's going to be a great day. Now, all weekend, over the weekend, we're going to be please open up every email. There could be gifts in there. There could be teaching in there. Of course, we'll give you the notifications. Now, guys, remember again, put in your diary. Every one of you should have got an email today with all the webinars. Lock it in. Do not rely on memory. This is going to be an awesome, awesome opportunity on Monday. Over the weekend, my team will be sending you various notifications, learnings. Matter of fact, we probably should send this out as a replay, I would say, to everyone. I think everyone on my database, because this is going to be a tsunami of a response. So, David, is there anything you want to leave us with before we head off, mate? And mate, I'm due for Monday. I want to skip the weekend.
First of all, I appreciate you. I love you as my friend. Secondly, Greg Moverley, he just put a comment. Thank you, David. You're really going the extra mile. You're a nugget. Well, Greg, it's people like you that make Pat and I do what we do. I've been poor. I've seen my mother and father have food stamps in Punch Bowl. I remember walking to school at Punch Bowl Primary and Punch Bowl Public, standing in line, waiting for my little bottle of milk with the silver top because my mother and father didn't have enough money for milk. And I'm not joking. And so I used to try and help my friend just to get a bottle of milk and put back in those little steel crates, So I know what it's like to be poor. I know what it's like to have a truckload of cash. And don't get me wrong, money's not everything. But I tell you something, it can buy you a lot more and it can make you feel better because of the things you can do. And I help a lot of people now. I spend money helping people and it really gives me a lot of, satisfaction and achievement. So I'm really passionate about helping your people, Pat, really.
Dave, I appreciate your time, mate, and the effort and the energy and calling you on the spot. And if people think that didn't happen on the spot, you're kidding. You would have seen Dave's face. So I'm sitting here and my hands are still shaking. Monday's going to be great. Guys, tell everyone about it. Get your friends, get business owners. Hey, listen, get some of your friends to go and register their name. And Dave is going to do it live in under 15 minutes twice. So 2 businesses. And you're going to learn some incredible strategies in the affiliate marketing, in the joint venture. And just really, when I mess up and don't get it right, David always comes and says, hey, Let me fix this for you. David Kavanagh, you are a legend, mate. I better let you get back to your beautiful wife and your family. There's some comments there in the chat room, but I want to thank you. Now, guys, go to that www.mesiti.com/formula now. Put in what your business is, best butcher in Bristol, or, you know, best candy shop in Punchbowl, whatever it is, or whatever it is, put it in there. Now, over the weekend, guys, you need to stay engaged with us. Could I encourage you to get people on board as well? Really, let's focus on building this. Tonight's short, sharp, sweet Friday night. We want to do this under 40 minutes. Tomorrow, you'll be receiving more stuff on your email. Make sure you open every email and respond, please. This is a formula. If you miss one step, you could miss the whole lot. On Sunday, we'll be sending out some stuff for you as well. And then, guys, let's focus on Monday morning, 9 a.m. Sydney time, 7 p.m. Sydney time as well, or Brisbane time, Melbourne time. Guys in the UK, you know the time zones and so forth. I would be up for both. It's going to be a day of history. Guys, thank you so much for tuning in. I have so enjoyed this. I'm telling you, my guests are unique. I've got property gurus coming in. I've got economists coming in. It's going to be awesome. So stay with us. Go to www.mesiti.com/formula. Register for your exclusive special guest spot on our webinar. Thanks, everyone. God bless you. Good night. Go over the replay. Listen to what David said. He gave you 3 great strategies there. Go out there and learn and implement. God bless everyone. You have a prosperous weekend. See you Monday morning. See you Monday night.